Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all of you once more to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, tap on the subscription button and on the notification bell in order to get a notification anytime we upload a new video. Meanwhile, don't forget to give this video a like. Yes, great people. The Sonko drama. The Sonko drama is here with us, and it might take time before it settles down. Things are getting tight. Things are tightening, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting thicker and thicker each and every day. About 1 or 2 days ago, we saw a group of Tanga leaders led by Johnson Muthama, Kirinyaga Women Rep Ngirishi, and Olekina. They had tried to pay Sonko a visit at Gigiri police station, but they were denied access. They were informed that only Sonko's nuclear family members, his legal team, and his doctor alone were allowed to see him. So this group left a very disappointed lot, and they left cursing the day. Earlier on, before that visit by the likes of Muthama, we saw this nominated Senator Millicent Omanga paying Sonko a visit at Gigiri police station, and what we saw were some selfies that they were trying to distribute all over social media. So the following day, Muthama and his group goes there and they are denied access. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very, very ironical that all along since this case of Sonko started, we have never seen these Tanga leaders in solidarity with Mike Sonko. The other time Sonko was in court, he was very lonely, and we saw him shedding some tears. He was a very lonely man. Sonko's story reminds me of a period in Russia. It reminds me of a rebel leader in Russia called Ryleyev. Ryleyev was the leader of a revolt group called Decemberist Revolt. Ryleyev wanted to overthrow the monarchy led by Sir Nicholas I. So Ryleyev organized his troops and organized something like a seat around the Senate. So the monarchy, by that I mean Sir Nicholas I sent an emissary to go and talk to this group of Ryleyev. But they never wanted any discussion, and they actually killed the emissary. They killed the messenger. So the interesting part of this whole story of Ryleyev is that the monarchy now decided to deal firmly with this group, and actually heavy artillery was deployed, and the rebellion was crushed. Upon the crushing of the rebellion, Ryleyev, the leader, was arrested and sentenced to death by hang. Yes. On the day of his hanging, some mechanical problem developed, and the rope broke. The rope broke, and so in short, during the day Ryleyev was to be hanged, the rope broke. And the tradition by that time, or rather the custom, was that should such a thing happen, then such kind of a person had to be pardoned. So the Tsar had no otherwise but to pardon Ryleyev. But upon the rope breaking, Ryleyev exclaimed and shouted, "You see, in Russia, they don't know even how to make proper ropes." So word got back to Sir Nicholas I that Ryleyev had said that in Russia they don't know how to make proper ropes. Sir Nicholas I got annoyed, tore the pardon letter, and ordered for more ropes, and ordered that Ryleyev had to be hanged again. This time, the rope never disappointed, and Ryleyev was hanged to to death, ladies and gentlemen. That story perfectly fits in the Sonkos case. Sonko in 1998 had a case and he was sentenced for about 12 months at Shimolatewa Maximum Prison. He had two cases. One case, his sentence was 6 months or a fine of 200,000 Kenya shilling. That was a case of forgery of documents. The second case was he was accused or rather charged of impersonation. Impersonation. The case was 6 months or 500,000 or a fine of 500,000 Kenya shillings, ladies and gentlemen. Concurrently, the case had to run for about 12 months. But so Sonko had no money at that time, so he opted awekwe ndani. So after about 1 month, it's claimed that Sonko feigned sickness and he was taken to Coast General Hospital, from where he fled. That was in 1998. So from 1998 to about 2010, we can assume that the government did not know where Sonko was, because Sonko was a nobody in Kenya. In fact, he was little known. But from 2010, when he captured the Makadara parliamentary seat, I think the state might have known exactly where to get Mike Sonko. In 2010, through a by-election, he won a parliamentary seat. Then in 2013, he won a senatorial seat. Then in 2017, he won a gubernatorial seat. So we can assume that from 2010 to 2017, or rather to 2017, the state was perfectly aware of Sonko's whereabouts. And through maybe their intelligence, they might have also known of the case, of the impending Sonko's case at Shimolatewa. So, ladies and gentlemen, we can just assume that during this period of from 2010 to 2017, Sonko had been pardoned by the state. We can just assume that he had been pardoned by the state. One interesting bit about it is that upon being pardoned, Sonko recently in public declared that they organized and planned violence, and he actually implicated state officials. The state that most probably might have pardoned Sonko, Sonko is now implicating them, is blackmailing them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to say that Sonko's case and Railayev's case is similar in this front. Railev, upon the rope breaking, he was pardoned by the monarchy. Upon being pardoned, he shouted and exclaimed that in Russia they don't even know how to make proper ropes. Proper ropes were made and Railev was hanged to death. Sonko was pardoned by the state. After escaping from Shimolatewa prison, he was pardoned by the state. But Sonko is coming out to claim that they organized and planned violence by the same state. In short, Sonko is blackmailing the state. Ladies and gentlemen, history teaches us that in such a situation, when you blackmail a state, just as in the case of Railev in Russia, the state is bound to make proper ropes, ladies and gentlemen. And the proper ropes, as we are made to believe, is that Sonko most likely might be transferred back to Shimolatewa prison to finish his jail term, and also other charges will be pressed upon this former governor escaping from prison, ladies and gentlemen. This will leave Sonko with no other option or other alternative but to serve a very long jail term in prison. Ladies and gentlemen, in this channel, I've been saying categorically clear that this group calling itself Tanga Tanga is like a rebel group, ladies and gentlemen. And their form, or rather their method of rebellion, we can call it a rebellion without a cause. They don't know what they are rebelling against. If you ask them, why are you rebelling? They cannot tell you something tangible as to why they are rebelling. Ladies and gentlemen, since Sonko drama started, we have never seen any Tanga Tanga sympathizers around Mike movie Sonko. And this also reminds me of that time back in Russia during the Decemberist revolt. At the time now, Rayev needed the leaders the leaders of the group. Some escaped, and Rayev and some few confidants were left alone to bear the consequences of the rebellion. Rayev lost his life because of that. Mike movie Sonko, his tea is very harsh, and the verdict is going to be very, very harsh on you. You have blackmailed the same government that pardoned you. You have called the government names. You have called the president of the Republic of Kenya Mkora na Mlevi. When you were given the chance to lead Mr. Mike Sonko, you were very arrogant and very, very abusive. What goes around comes around, Mr. Sonko. What is left for Mike Sonko right now, ladies and gentlemen, is to accept things as it is and to wait for his day of doom. But most importantly, if I were to meet Mike Sonko, I would tell Mike Sonko this straight to the face. In this channel sometimes back, I did send some advice, or rather some warning, to Ferdinand Waititu long before he was impeached. I did tell Waititu in this channel that the only way he could save his skin was to change his political affiliation and to stop attacking the president. Mike movie Sonko, the die is cast for you, and I strongly believe nothing will save you. Your political obituary is already written, but there is only one thing that can save you, Mike Sonko, now. Distance yourself completely from this man called William Ruto. Disengage completely from this man, William Ruto. William Ruto has used and dumped you. We have not seen William Ruto mentioning about your tribulation as of now. William Ruto was in Nyali today, and he has been at the coast today. He knows very well you are behind bars, but he has not said any single thing to that effect. It means, Mike Sonko, that you have been left on your own. Now, the only thing to do to save yourself is to fight like a man. And the only way you can fight like a man is to accept that you can fight no longer. Ask for forgiveness from the same system that have pardoned you all along. As you ask for forgiveness, don't have any ambition of any political seat, because that's what is causing problems. Ask for forgiveness so that your soul can be left and you can be left to do your business without any interference. If you don't ask for forgiveness, or if you continue being tough-headed, then I'm seeing you languishing in jail for a very long period of time, Mr. Mike movie Sonko. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me leave it at that. But most importantly, don't forget to give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe. God bless Kenya. God bless you. Thank you.